The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4 is here. Let's talk about it. So, this episode, pretty simple episode, and I do have some concerns after this episode. Not to say that this was a bad episode, though. This is actually a very good episode. Basically, in this episode, we have Bo-Katan and Mando and a group of Mandalorians go rescue a family who is captured by this bird creature, and we also see Mando uh, kind of start training Gogu, Grogu in the ways of the Mandalorian and stuff, and that's cool. And yeah, I mean, it was a fun little quest adventure, and then we see Grogu stay behind while they go on this rescue mission. But what was cute about it is like, is you see that flashback. I guess not cute, but you see flashbacks of Order 66 and finally understand who Grogu was saved by, which is really funny to see that flashback because of the fact that basically like everybody it had all these guesses. Maybe it was Mace Windu, maybe it was this person that saved them, and then we just find out that it was nobody that we ever would recognize or know about due to the canon. I mean, maybe they're a character in the books or the comics, but like in terms of like uh, the movies or whatever, or what most people know as Star Wars, they wouldn't know who this character is. And I thought that was really funny. Just that they did that because I don't know, and it makes me wonder if this season is not connecting as well with some people because of the fact that essentially there is no major cameos in this season. There's some cool reveals and cool things that have happened, but like the Mythosaur, what does that mean to any Star Wars fan who doesn't read the books or the comics? Nothing. Ahsoka, that's a big deal. Um, Boba Fett, that's a big deal. These are all big cameos. And I'm not saying the show necessarily need that. It's still really solid, but I'm just curious. And then at the end of the episode, we get Bo-Katan finally talking about seeing the Mythosaur. And it's unclear whether the armor actually believes her or what. But she's clearly very shaken by seeing the Mythosaur. Very interesting. Just a very solid episode where my concern lies for this now is we started episode 1 and we had the goal of get to Mandalore, bathe in the waters, get my honor back. That was our goal. But that's over with now. There is no goal. And so now like I'm watching this episode and it's a fun episode, but I want to feel like we're progressing towards a plot, I guess. And yeah, it doesn't feel like we're doing that necessarily. Like, what are we doing here? What's the greater picture of this show? And I'm just curious what that is. And I'm not here to discredit anything. It was a super well directed episode. Carl Weathers did a really great job directing this episode. I was actually shocked when I saw his names in the credits, but he was really good at directing this episode. Just 10 out of 10 episode.